Cheers. Grew up a bit poor. Thank you. Growing up, we had the same old torn up sofa that my dad just kept repairing for so long that I grew up genuinely thinking duct tape was a type of leather. I grew up with 8 of my family in a 4-bed house. So it was me, my little sister, and my mum and dad in one room. My nan, she was in another room. Could have shared. Next to her, my 2 older brothers, they shared a room. And I don't know if any of you have ever been inside a room that's being shared by 2 teenage boys before, but I'm convinced the amount of testosterone radiating from their room is the reason I went bald so early. Also lived with my great aunt, who was actually disabled, so that was pretty fun growing up. I say disabled, she had a club foot and a bit of a short temper. One year she kicked our family dog so hard, we had to put it down. And it was tough for the family. But you can't just kick a dog and get away with it, do you know what I mean? I don't want to sound ungrateful when I talk about growing up with 8 of my family in a 4-bed house, because growing up I always knew there were people out there like worse off than me. I remember as a kid seeing a news report about an immigrant child. Thank you, Tia. Sort of in the middle of something here. Anyway, I remember seeing a news report about an immigrant child that was getting immigrated into the country on his own in a small container in the back of a lorry. And I remember seeing that and thinking, even he's got his own room. I did like where I grew up though. I grew up in an area of London that I don't want to say is a complete shithole, but the sports direct's pretty busy. I'm from the sort of area that if you had like a double-barreled surname, people bullied you for having 2 dads. Good thing about where I grew up though, it was quite diverse. So it meant I grew up around different cultures and that. So I'd go to my Indian mate's house and his mum would give me naan bread and butter chicken. I'd go to my Ghanaian mate's house and his mum would give me jollof rice and take the piss how much chicken I'd leave on the bone. I'd go to my Jamaican mate's house and his dad would give me a headache and the munchies. Obviously, the last one's a joke. His dad was never there. Because he worked 2 jobs to provide for his family. Allegedly. Growing up where I did though, it meant I got quite used to being the only white person in a group, and I'd see I get treated differently to the others. I used to be the only white guy on my football team, and I remember the coach would message our group chat saying training starts at 7 p.m. sharp, don't be late, and then message me separately saying ignore that. Training starts at 8.